media preservation, and which is very nice. The media has been able to preserve, promote, they've been able to do a lot of things, but we need the tangible ones, the physical preservation. We need it in Edo State because there's so many heritage that is lying down there and not preserved or maintained. And those are the tangible ones, those are the proof, because sometimes I say that you can just talk about the stories and write books and do all that, but until the physical one, that tangible one is in place, the story doesn't really add up. So, for example, if we talk about the moats, for example, we'll talk about the moats, the Great Walls of Benin. Yes, it's interesting, but the reality is that the Great Wall is no longer there. The reality is that the moat is no longer there. The reality is that people have built houses close to the moat. They have even covered the moat. A lot of people have done damages. The government have not been able to have proper control of the moat. They have not been able to preserve it. So there is so many things that we have not been able to do. But in the media part, it's done like it's still existing, it's still there, which is good for the tourism sector. Like I said, it's very good, but we need to start looking into how to preserve these tangible ones, so that when we talk about these places, when we talk about these things, we have the proof to prove it, to show for it. It doesn't just become stories or history, it becomes concrete, tangible history, because what? We have the proof to prove it. And those proofs need to be maintained in order to back up our story. If I am telling you about Queen Eden and I tell you about the history of Queen Eden, it sounds like a fairy tale. Yes, it sounds like a love story. But if I know the location of Queen Eden and I tell you, let's take a walk, let me show you about, or I even take you to where Queen Eden is buried and I tell you the story right in front of her grave, the feeling that you're going to have is different from the one that I just tell it to you. Maybe we're sitting there, I just tell you there was once a queen, that this happened and all. And it's different from I taking you down to that place and telling you about her, that this is where her body lies, this is what happened, this is history. The feeling is totally different. The one you see with your eye, you take in there, will touch your heart more than somebody just giving you the story, because now you're standing close to her and you're able to relate, you're able to feel, you're able to understand, you're able to, those of you that know that you're part of the government, those of you that know that you're close to the government, that you can easily convince the government to look into some certain things. I think you should start doing your job. You should start doing it because it's important for our state, it's important for Benin City, it's important for our people, it's important for everyone. So if you are close to the government, to the leader, start trying to convince them about the tourism sector, the need for preservation, the need to look into it. If they don't understand it, then they should try to reach out to people that do understand these things, so that we know how to put these things together. Sometimes it's not about the money, it's about the idea. Some people might have the money and they will not be able to do anything fantastic with it. But some people that doesn't have the money already have all the ideas of what they will do with that money. So when they finally get the money, putting their dreams into reality is not difficult. So like we are not in the government, we are not part of them, we don't have people close to them, we just have the dream. And we want the government, or those people that are close to the government, to look into what we have and reason with us and think the way we think, and maybe they will see what we see, and then they will let us know that, okay, this is how to work together, this is how we're going to do it, so that we can promote and preserve physical heritage in order to back up our history. My name is Elizabeth Eratimamo Hanisdal, the CEO of Visit Edo Limited. We want you to visit Benin, we want you to visit Edo. There's so many beautiful places in Edo. I normally call my city the city of love, sometimes the city of bronze. So next time you come into Benin, don't forget to visit us at